Hi, this is Lisa Murkowski. Welcome to the North American Marine Environment Protection Association's seminar on safety in the Arctic. I thank you for this opportunity to be with you by video and also just thank you for your genuine interest in the Arctic. With Shell resuming its operations in the Chukchi Sea this summer and the administration's upcoming Glacier Conference with high-level dignitaries from across the region, the Arctic is being highlighted around the world. While stewardship of the Arctic is always on the minds of those who live and work and raise their families there, this increased attention will also raise the awareness of many whose only exposure to the Arctic, at least so far, is of pictures of icebergs and pristine wilderness. There's a spotlight on activity in the Arctic this summer, making it even more important that the industry maintain high standards for its operations. Of course, even if U.S. operators do everything right, we're mindful that there are other factors that we may have no control over. We all followed the saga of the barge that broke free from its tug in Canadian waters last October and drifting across U.S. waters and into Russian waters over the winter. New observations of ocean currents show an unanticipated potential for pollutants in Russian waters to reach Alaska's shores. We have to ask the question, are we prepared for a potential Russian oil spill? We all know that the current answer is no. High standards are already adhered to in the U.S. Arctic, but unfortunately, we as a nation have not yet invested in perhaps the most basic building blocks, infrastructure, needed to accommodate increased maritime activity in the Arctic. As the crew of the icebreaker Fennica learned, we do not always have modern or accurate charts of either the Arctic or maritime routes to the Arctic. Admiral Papp has testified that many of the soundings on North Slope charts come from Captain Cook's third voyage using lead lines on sailing ships, and this was way back in 1778. Beyond charting, we need aids to navigation, deep draft ports, search and rescue capabilities, and more icebreakers. All of these help reduce the risk that come with operating in such a harsh environment and help in responding to any mishap that might occur in our waters or that of our neighbors. I've spoken on the need to allow the federal government to partner with the private sector to help develop our infrastructure. An amendment that I included in the 2014 Water Resources and Development Act enables the Army Corps of Engineers to pursue partnerships with non-federal public entities to work on deep draft ports. But this needs to be expanded beyond ports and to allow for similar engagement with the private sector. I've also introduced legislation to provide revenue sharing to the state of Alaska and impacted coastal communities that could be used to build and maintain infrastructure, and I'm hopeful that we will see some progress on that front. With current fiscal limitations in local, state, and federal budgets, we need all hands on deck to meet our infrastructure needs, thus supporting and contributing to safety in the U.S. Arctic. Again, I wish you all a successful conference and thank you for the opportunity to be with you by video message. Take care.